The second question, mostly they should be able to answer before they get in while they're employing. The most important question for the young person who is on your interview panel is asking this question: would I be heard? What does would I be heard mean? You see, most times we've got into some workplaces and we don't know how to speak because we feel our words will not count. But 99% of the time, and I'm not exaggerating, I think this conversation should be very open. 99% of the time, when you employ a younger person or a new person in the workplace, irrespective of what you feel works, if it's a creative organization that gives more room for flexibility, the ability to listen to new opinions of someone who hasn't seen what you're doing, it's a new way of passing the baton and giving life to each project. So let's be practical. Most times when we employ people and we get into the workplace, sometimes we forget they're in our midst, or we don't know how to accommodate their curiosity. And we all know curiosity is the birth of genius. I would always choose the most curious kid compared to the kid that is always, and yes, it varies in the kind of organization. Someone says in a financial institution, we want things to be the way it is. I get that part. But you see, the day you decide to employ people to work with you, you've been able to look at a need that is very clear on your team, and you feel strongly they will bring to the team. So when we say, how do we make sure that the people we employ are free to talk? One, we should intentionally have team members who encourage people when they talk. And I'm saying this from practical experience. Charles, I can see your hands are up. You have something to say. Yes. And Charles says something that maybe does not connect. And everybody in the team either is laughing at his foolishness, or is like, okay, I hear you. Now, most times when people join a team and they have ideas, it's an opportunity for us to either push someone to them to work with them, because clearly the best thing you could always have is having team members who are talking. Now, in every single organization, the ideal thing to do is to have people on the team who would maybe at the end of the day work with the newest person and say, okay, I heard what you said in the meeting. Do you think, but this is what normally happens. So conversations like that always has a way of making people say, okay, now this is what I see. Okay, this is what we've always thought of. Okay, now I understand. Now, the ability to have people on the team who take up the conversation when every meeting ends is a smart way for us to continuously breed more curious kids, especially if we are bringing in the idea for employing them is bringing in the ideas. Don't have a workplace where a kid comes in and he's scared, he's continuously in fear of what people will say when he speaks, because that defeats the idea of recruiting them. So I hope this answers your question. The second one is, would I be heard? And how are we making sure that they are heard well, irrespective of what they think? Because we employ them for their voice. My name is Charles Bay. Cheers and amazing.